Hey, welcome to the multiple column building method video. Timer started. Here's a task. I'm working on an as-built, and on the as-built there are some columns. They have some columns, and this is the shape of the column right here. See this? There's a base, some kind of funny base in the column, and then the top right here. And I made some moldings, and I put it in the library, and it's the freest project. And I made a symbol, and there's the symbol. That's the whole thing. But here's the bottom. That's the bottom molding, and here's the top. Nothing special. So I've got two different moldings, plus I created a symbol. That's all I'm doing here. Now, to build this column, and there's some chatter recently about complaining about how there's not a certain way of doing things. I mean, what do you do? Do you use a soffit? Do you use a psolid? Do you use a countertop? What do you use? Well, here on this column here, I built these columns about 3 or 4 different ways. And build it however you want. But the real key is when you build these things, how does it appear in plan? That's the real trick is you can do just about whatever you want, but the real key is trying to figure out how it shows up in plan. So these columns, they're essentially a 12-inch square column, and then it's got a base and a top that's essentially 2 feet wide, 24 inches square. So I built some of these columns out of countertops. That's one way of doing it. Let's talk about how many different ways of doing it. Countertop, you can build it out of a countertop, a molding, a soffit, or a psolid combination molding, or a symbol. So I guess there's 5 ways of doing it. Now here's a countertop, and the countertop is custom countertop. Oh, it's 97 inches tall. The top height is 97 inches, and I made it 97 inches thick. Now, the key with countertops is you can add moldings to it. So I added 2 moldings to this. I added the freest column bottom, and I added the freest column top. And so, I built a column. But here's the problem with that: it's a 12-inch square column, but as I said, the base and the top is 24 inches square. And is this the way you want to show it in plan? I don't know. But that's one way of doing it. You can do it with a countertop. Here's another one. I built this one out of a soffit. A soffit is very, very similar to a countertop in that the soffit is 12 inches square, 12 inches, what is it, 12 by 13? Is that what I made that thing? Yeah, I guess it's 12 by 13. I'll change it to 12 by 12. So now I got a 12 by 12 soffit. So I got a 12 by 12 soffit, and again with soffits you can add moldings. So I added the freest column bottom and the freest column top, and I located it appropriately, and you can see how it's built right there. Now here's something that's kind of tricky. Look at this. Is it missing some lines right there? It looks like it's missing some lines. Right, look at this, missing a line. I'm not sure how it's going to actually show up in. Let's take a look at it. Let's just take a look at it real quick and just see how it shows up in elevation view. Oh, wow. Check that out, man. Oh, did I look at it at an angle or something? F12. Maybe I looked at it at an angle. Here it is again. You turn it into a vector view, and so you can see the lines. Yeah, I guess all the lines are there. It looks pretty good. I use different materials just to make it. But that's this column, and that's the soffit. So far, I built it out of a countertop, and I built it out of molding. They're very, very, very similar. With the soffit, I'm not sure which is the best way to do it. I think I'd be more inclined to do it out of a countertop than a soffit. Control C, Control V, because with a countertop, I can change the shape of it. There it is, right there. See, there's the countertop, but you can't change a soffit like that, can you? No, I mean it's going to be a rectangle somehow, but with a countertop you can have custom shapes. Let's try something else here. Yeah, I mean, shoot, that's kind of cool, isn't it? I mean, you can, I don't know, start really playing around with this thing and make it. So I guess if you're going to build it out, if you had a choice between a soffit or a countertop, I'd be more inclined to build it out of a countertop because you can multiple shapes. I never use soffits. Soffits are a mess, I think. I think soffits are very, very, very limiting. Now here's one that I built out of a. Now the problem with the countertop and the soffits is with the fill, it only shows. It doesn't show the molding. It doesn't show the overall shape of it. You understand what I'm saying? This shows 12 by 12, but we all know it's really 24 by 24. Now here's one I built strictly out of moldings, and this is sort of an interesting solution right here. This is simply a molding. How many different moldings do I have? I have 3. Molding 1 is the actual column itself, the 12 by 12 column, 97 inches tall, 4 inches wide, and it's built on the inside. Built on the inside, which means that part is built on the inside, which means now I get this little square right here. See this? I get that little square right there. This middle square is actually the molding line. But because I have 3 different moldings, and one of the moldings is actually molding. This one right here, which is the column itself, is actually inside. It gives me the space to actually put a post. If I go 6, and I don't even know if I can do this 6. Yeah, I can sort of put a post in there, I guess, if I wanted to. I don't look. I try to make this as simple as possible. The fewer pieces, it's got to be automatic to me. So this is kind of neat in that it shows the overall size, 24 by 24. And it shows the extents of it. But the problem with this is it's got fill around the molding itself. And so if I select this, Control C, Control V, stick it right there, and I change the Control U, and I change the fill to a solid, but let's use background color. There. Do you like that? I like my columns to be filled on the inside, and then this is the base or whatever. So a molding is not an ideal solution either. Now here's one that's made up of a piece solid and a molding. I mean, I have 2 different pieces. Look, these are one piece. This is 2. I had to make 2 pieces here. A U. This is the that's the molding itself, and there's 2 moldings: the freest column, top, bottom. And the column itself. Cancel. But listen. I think U. Now I have a piece solid also. So that's actually 2 pieces. The piece solid is 97 inches tall, you know, plate height, and then it's 97 inches tall, blah blah blah. And so this is made up of 2 pieces, and I actually copied those 2 pieces over here. This is the molding, and this is the piece solid. So that took 2 pieces to make. Now, so how many have I done? I've done the countertop, which I don't like because it doesn't show the extent of the base. I tried the soffit. I don't like that because it doesn't show the extent of the base. I did 1, 2. That's 2 of them. Now here's the third one, molding. The problem with the molding is it shows the base as being filled. I don't want to show the base as filled. I want just the column, the 12 by 12 column as solid as a fill. But I'd rather just show this as not filled. So that's not necessarily good. So now we're sort of getting back to the 2-piece, the piece solid and the molding. The piece solid, that's a molding. Does it have a fill? No, it doesn't have a fill. But here it is right here. The piece solid does have a fill, and this is starting to read pretty darn good. That reads pretty darn good. So I've done countertop 1, soffits 2, moldings 3. None of those are perfect for me. The 4th method is the 2-piece method, where you use the piece solid and the molding, and that's starting to read pretty good actually. And the 5th deal is the symbol, converting it into a symbol. So actually, if I take this right here, Control C, Control New, open up a new plan, 6 pasted in place. Where is it? Right there. There it is right there. Now I go H to get a view of it, timer up. Now, look, ignore the materials and the Z hiding and stuff. Now I can turn that into a symbol. Tools, symbol, convert to symbol, fixtures exterior, I don't know why, but just because. And this is the freest column symbol 2. Okay, and now it's going to be in my, there it is right there. Now I can put that somewhere. Freest column symbol 2, put it right there. I don't like that symbol now, do I? Because I don't have the fill and the whatever, blah, 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 blah. So now all I have to do is I have to, what is this? No, wait, let's see. Now it has a label, which is kind of nifty. This has a label, which is kind of nifty, because I can just pull this up like this and say free. Obviously I spelled it wrong, but I can change the spelling to the freest column, or whatever. So I can change the name. So now it has a label. Remember, labels are so important. But I don't like the look of it yet, because it doesn't show the column as having a fill. So if I open this up, and I'm just going to go through this real quick, the 2D block is freest column symbol 2, cancel. So now I just go V, insert symbol, freest column symbol 2, this one right here, insert it right there. Now that's just a CAD block. I come over here and I unblock it. Now I can select this, U, and I can give it a fill. Solid, and give it a fill. This is my fill that I like to use for it. And line style, front, okay. Now it's starting to look good. Now I want the post itself, U, fill, solid, white, selected line style, front, okay. There. Now I block this. Block it. Did I block it? Block it. Wait, hang on. Block it. U. Block 4141. 4141. Now I go back to my symbol and open the symbol up, and I choose the block 4141. Where is it? Right there. Oh, and you don't see the fill yet, do you? You don't see the fill, and I don't quite get this, but here's a quick fix for it. You open the symbol, go to 2D block, use original plan colors. Now I should have the correct fills. There. That's almost the ultimate symbol right there. So out of all this, I think I showed you 5, 6 different ways of doing this, and I think the best way that I would do this is I would build it however you want to build it, turn it into a symbol, and now you can get whatever kind of symbol look you got, you know. I don't know, maybe you don't want this. Maybe you don't want this little square right here where the post actually is. And that's what I did right here. There's a difference between those two, in that this one shows the post in the center, and this one doesn't. It's strictly up to you. In fact, if I wanted to open symbol, 2D block, cancel, V, block 4141. Where is it? 4141. Where's the block? Oh, there it is, right there. There. Insert. Put that block right there. Now the real deal is probably to do this. 6. Line style, front group. If I'm lucky, nope. U, line style, move to front group, okay. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is, right there. U, line style, front group, move to front group, okay. Now I take this and I put it right there. Now it's reading pretty good. Now I can block this thing. U. Block 40, 40, 40. Okay. Now I come back to this thing right here and I go open symbol, 2D block, 40, 40, 40. Okay. There you go. That might be the solution. So the bottom line is you almost have to turn this into a symbol. So I went through 5 or 6 different ways of building this thing. The countertop, the soffit, the molding, the piece solid with the molding, and then the symbol. And you know, and bottom line is, I think the symbol is probably the way to go. And if you think about it, I mean, you know, here's my label. I can say, I can call it whatever, a column, existing column, whatever. U, layer, cancel, open symbol, existing column, existing column. You know, now I've called it out as an existing column, and I can spin this thing around like this, and I can then take this thing like this, or you know, spin it around like this. You know, I'm not crazy about this. W, use an arrow, a U, line style, arrow, include an arrow. I don't know. I wish I had an arrow for existing column. You get what I'm saying? So this was really just an exercise in the multiple different ways you can create this column, and what is the best way to. Oh boy, this is my plan. I shouldn't be messing around with this too much. Actually, this is sort of nifty. Now, Control C. Wait. Control C, Control V. 9. Can I click on that? I can't click on that thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to replace this column with this, which is what I really like. So I guess the only way to do that is to go 9 to center it and 9 to center it. And now I just need to get rid of that. Done. And so now that's probably the symbol I'm going to use for this thing. Control C, Control V, 9 right there, 9 to center it on this thing right there. Tab, delete. Now the question is, can I dimension that thing? How do I dimension that? Probably to the center. Is that what you want to do? Oh, there you go. 13, yeah, whatever. I just dimensioned it. And now, hang on, Control C, Control V, 9 to center it on this, 9 to center on this, delete this, and delete this, delete. Now I just take these two, and 9 to center it on that. Oops, Control Z. I centered it incorrectly. Guess where I'm going today? I'm going to go with my son to the charger practice. Do I want to go? No. Do I care? No. I want to watch games. But my son, I think, I don't know, he's sort of a nitwit sometimes. If I can just, here's my dimension. So I pull it up like this. I don't know, you know, it's time, it's a chance to spend time, some quality time with my son. That's the whole idea behind this thing. So I'm going to go, ugh, that's nasty, isn't it? So now I've actually dimensioned these things, I think. This is sort of, this should be, check that out, man. Check that out. Why is it extending past there a little bit? I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. Probably. Anywho, what's this, 14'2"? 14'2". Good. I don't know. 14'2". Do I have a lot of nice even? Yeah, 14'2", 14'2". Good enough for me. And get rid of that. So there we go. I just created my column. They read pretty. Oh, I got to do another one. Control C, Control V, 9 center on this column. Delete. 9 to center on this column. Oops. Control Z. Get rid of this. Delete. 9 to center on this. There we go. Now I can dimension that thing too. And so this should really appear pretty good in my site plan too. Let me just see. I don't know what layer this is on. What layer is this on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. Layer. Actually, I want this on walls. You know, you guys always get your own little thing going on here. Walls, normal, post, exterior. That's where I want it. So now let's see how it appears in my site plan anno set, which gives me my site plan layer set. Bam. There they are. And they read pretty good, don't they? I mean, you have a feel for how big those things are. And I'll just get rid of these funky things I did. Delete. That ain't bad. H. Let's take a look at it. I know I'm going over my 10-minute time limit, but tough. There they are. Now the question is, can I give them? I probably made a mistake here in that the molding. When I made this symbol, the molding, this is created out of two things: a molding and a piece solid. And the piece solid has a different material than the molding, and the molding is made up of 3 pieces. It's the top, the bottom, and then the column itself. And I have 2. Let's see if I can change the materials. Oh, interesting. Anyway, I probably made a mistake. How about color bone? COLO. Plan material. Wait. Oh, color bone. Okay, and I probably won't have the Z fighting anymore. There it is. Yep. There she is. So, you know, I got a little sloppy with the way I built this. But that's about it. Delete. Yeah, see, there's the molding, there's the column, piece solid. That's just simply a molding. That's the piece solid. We all get that. Delete this. Perfect. And this is just some extra column. That's actually a molding right there. So all I have to do is go and select all these and change it to color bone or whatever I need to do. And there I'm starting to work. Oof, this is kind of messy, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't been out there yet. I've just got. It's amazing the plans I get from other people, and they get permits on these things, and they're so sloppy. There's hardly anything to them, and so I'm trying to build this before I go out and measure. Try to build it off of a set of plans. Anyway, it's just there's not. That's the end.